Welcome back. 2G tainted DB Realty had made headlines for all the wrong reasons when the scam had come to light in 2011. Nevertheless, DB Realty is seen sometimes as a kingpin in Mumbai's real estate market. It seems to have prime properties in Bombay. The company's CEO Vipul Bansal now joins us here at Prime Property. Thanks, Vipul, for joining us here. I want to begin by asking you, I was reading somewhere that DB has inventory of nearly 20,000 crore rupees in Bombay. Is that correct?
20,000 crores of inventory is currently in the market, what's across projects that we are selling. But, the company has 36 assets, 36 large key assets, which have about total potential of 9 crore square feet to be constructed. Bombay values are typically north of 20,000, if we include averages of, the South Mumbai and North Mumbai put together. So the value of the assets is well beyond 20,000 or maybe even 100,000 crores net of construction cost. I think the company is on an extremely aggressive growth path, and you will see that apart from these 5 projects which are currently live construction going on, you will see large 5 projects which between them have an inventory worth about 20 to 25,000 crores, which will hit the market in the next 6 months.
So what are these projects that will give you realizations of 25,000 crore rupees?
We're going to launch our DB Heights, which is about a 1.4 million square feet project. The inventory which should be worth about 5 to 6,000 crores in the next 2 months. We're very close to getting all our approvals. So that is one project which is on the immediate horizon. The second project, we've got a project in Bandra East. We've got about a 1.2 million square feet residential project, extremely high-end. We're doing all the tie-ups, to make the amenities also superior to which a discerning buyer would want to buy into. And the value of the project itself would be about 4 to 5,000 crores of inventory. That's again expected to start construction in full swing around Diwali, and we're very, very excited about that project. The third project, which is again I think South Mumbai it will be difficult to get a better location in South Mumbai, which is our DB Turf project. It is bang opposite the 250-acre race course, and beyond the race course, from where it is located, it overlooks the ocean. The selling price, we believe, over there will start from 50,000 and will go up to almost 100,000 rupees a square foot, and that's about 1.8 million. So that project by itself has about 8 to 9,000 crores of inventory at the base selling price where you start.
Wow, those really are mind-boggling figures. You've told me about the company's potential realizations, but what will be the starting price of apartments at these projects?
See, the entry price for, let's say, Heights would be about 7 to 8 crores. Basically, 2,000 square feet apartments at 35,000 rupees per square foot. The prevailing prices of finished product in that market is about 50,000 rupees. So we feel that a 2,000 square feet apartment, which is essentially a 3 BHK, is for that young couple, which has which has to kind of provision for the growing family, and it's a very nice location. All the business districts are close by, and senior professionals would want to buy into it. DB Turf, very close to this site, but nevertheless a great site. We'd have even small 2 BHKs for NRIs buying into it. So about 1,800 square feet, 2 BHKs for the NRI community, which likes to have some apartments and be able to stay. They are going to be managed apartments in the sense that when people are away, there is a facility where these apartments are managed. But a good part of the apartments are also going to be 4 to 5,000 square feet apartments with a ticket size north of 20 crores. So the idea is that I think this is the destination which the city elite would want to be in in the next 4 or 5 years when the building is actually delivered.
Vipul, you're joining me from DB Crown in Prabha Devi. I understand there will be 800 apartments there spread across 3 towers. 60 stories, and I think, outside of that, another 14 stories just for parking. It's a pretty prestigious project for you guys, but all approvals are still not in place. What's the update, and what kind of a price is DB Crown commanding these days?
See, the prices are about 28,000-29,000 at Crown today. Crown is again, another location which is fantastic. Being in Bombay, one would understand, what Prabhadevi is to Bombay. It's almost like Connaught Place in Delhi. The building basically overlooks the ocean, once you're above 20 floors, where, our first floor starts on the 14th floor right up to the 68th floor. So 80% of our stock is basically overlooking the ocean and the sea link. The project is, Tower A and B have all the permissions. Tower C, which we launched about 4 or 5 months back, is something which we expect to get permissions in the next 1 year. In the next 1 month.
So is delivery of DB Crown delayed, and what about the delivery timelines of your other projects?
We are on track. Crown, post getting all these approvals, we will take 4 years. Takes about 3 years to finish the civil and 1 year to wrap up the building in terms of finishing. We have the construction company like Realty who know their job fairly well. So as long as we are selling, which we are being able to sell, whatever we might say about the markets, our projects are well on schedule.
What's your debt like? That's such a major overhang when we talk about developers' delivery timelines.
See, our debt is about 500 crores, but one must appreciate that we have 5 live projects and basically construction finance.
Now, DB Group has been trying to sell stake in its hospitality project at the Delhi airport. What's the update?
See, on the hospitality front, I think everybody in the country has been facing some challenges. On the dial, we are looking to sell the assets, the asset that we have in Dial. It's a very fine property, 7.7 acres, 12 million, I think largest convention hall. So just that the ticket size is slightly big. It's about 650 odd crores, so will take some time, and we can only partially exit the asset. Other than that, our hospitality business is doing pretty well. We've got Grand Hyatt Goa, which is owned by us, and we have a Hilton in Bombay, and we have one odd property in Rajasthan. So yeah, but the only transaction which we are looking forward to is the Dial transaction.
And is ITC the buyer? You and ITC do go back. It was DB that had sold the land where ITC Maratha in Bombay stands today.
Yeah, no, but that was quite historic, So and relationships, we already have a partner with us in terms of Grand Hyatt who's pretty good at Hilton. For Dial, I think that that micro market, will see some churn, and so that's about it. Dial, we would like to hive off at this stage.
So when you say hive off, what does that mean? The hotels, the convention center, etc., will all be hived off in an SPV, then you'll partially exit?
No, we're not going to do. It's practically not possible. It's going to be separate SPVs for each asset. And see, we don't know. We've been in the market for the last 6-7 months, and we'll be in the market till such time either we choose to develop it, market turns back, or we kind of are able to sell it. That's more speculative.
Vipul, I want to talk to you a little more about the Mumbai property market. If it's subdued, isn't DB Realty being over aggressive?
The last 2 years have been an aberration for the development control regulations getting changed. But I feel very confident that with an inventory of 30,000 crore plus in the market, and the approvals coming through on these projects, and the way these prime projects are, and our strong record of delivery. We delivered 17,000 homes in the year 2012. We delivered one large project of about 1 million square feet in suburbia Kandivali, which is quite a dense suburb in Bombay. I feel that we've got all the ingredients to to really be on an extremely aggressive growth path.
Okay, Vipul, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining us here at Prime Property. That's DB Realty bouncing back, talking of realizing 25,000 crore rupees from new launches. But then location is king, and it does seem DB has an advantage on that front. With that, we'll wrap up this edition of Prime Property. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week.